Hi everyone, good evening. It's a Friday. I hope your week was great. And this evening we are going to do a bit of academic exercise. So we are going to look at the piece in sales marketing and then the piece how they also operate in social marketing. So those of you who are into regular marketing or sales, you know that we have the our regular four P's, okay, which is the products, price, the place, and then promotion. So, I mean, the product is whatever you are selling. It could be you are selling this way chocolate drink or you are selling Coca Cola. Okay, that's the product you are selling. Yeah, and based on the life cycle of the product. So you know the product life cycle. So is the introduction, the adoption, maturity, and decline. So in pegging your price for your product, you have to know the stage where your product is in terms of the product life cycle. If the product is declining, it means you have to put in a lot of resources to show it up. Okay, if it's a new product, you might have to adopt maybe entry pricing strategy. So if the average product on the market is, let's say, 50 pesos, you might say, okay, I'm going to sell my product like 20 pesos, okay, just to gain a market share. And once you gain market share and customers adapt and use the product and they like it, you have the chance to increase your price. Okay, so that is the product and then the price. So the place is where customers can get your product. So your distribution outlets, your retailers, and any other channels that you use to sell your product. It could be a brick and mortar shop or it could be online. So maybe you have a thousand boxes of a drink in your house and you don't have a shop, but you can use social media or digital space to sell it. It still sells, so you are still selling the product. Okay, and then we come to promotion. The promotion are all the channels that you use to sell your product. So be it TV, radio, billboard, bus stop shelters, cultural branding, digital, whatever. Okay, those are the channels that you use for promotion. So that is for regular marketing in the four P's. Now, when we come to social marketing is not profit oriented. It's not campaign that let's say the sponsors of those campaigns run to make money. So let me give you a typical example of a social marketing campaign. So you remember those days, Rorunsa, Pasamuna, Sane, no, that campaign, wash your hand campaign. You know, prior to that, Ghanaians were not really heavy on washing their hands when they use the washroom. Okay, so there was a heavy outbreak of cholera around those days, and then that campaign was launched to inculcate the culture of washing hands into the average Ghanaian. So social marketing campaigns are more of a behavioral changing marketing campaigns as compared to the regular sales marketing that is profit oriented. Social marketing is basically about behavioral change. So you have I think in the early 90s when we have the HIV pandemic and people were getting tested positive all over the place. Quickly, UNICEF, Ghana Social Marketing Foundation, and then a collection of artists in Ghana did the if it's not in of life. So Chio TikTok, Mabedu, you know that song. And he had TikTok, he had Reggie Stone, he had Shasha Mali, he had some few popular Reggie Stone, Sai Lava, Sil Peswa. So he had all those guys on, and those guys were big talents those days. So it was just appropriate that we used them for campaign. And then we have something like the open defecation. So Akawaka Nyansho no don't know that. I'm sure you guys had heard those campaigns. So all those are social marketing campaigns. And the reason why countries spend money, resources to embark on these campaigns that don't even bring profits because human beings we tend to be very difficult to deal with. Okay. Um, Behaviors that have been acquired over the years is difficult to change. So these campaigns are around to make sure that it shape society and shape us into line sort of. Now, social marketing tend to use slogans that are easy to recall, that stays in the inner and the subconscious of the consumer or whoever the product the company is targeting. So I'm sure that when I said Hurunsa, yeah, you should summon a sign, everybody quickly remember that campaign because of the way the campaign was couched, the way the messaging was very easy on the ear, and also the ACE one, and then the open notification one. Akawaka Nyansho, Akawaka Nyansho, no, don't know that when so they try to couch the message in such a way that the recipient of the campaign will be it will be soft on the ear and they can easily align to the campaign. Now, because social marketing campaigns are not profit oriented, it's difficult getting resources to run it. So if MTN want to run a campaign, Coca-Cola want to run a campaign, all the big brands want to run a campaign, they have money, okay, to run it because they sell and out of their sales, there's profit allocated for marketing. But for social marketing campaigns, we the campaigns are heavily dependent on donor agencies. Okay, so your Danida, your JICA, your UN, UNICEF, UNDP, all those big multinational companies that tend to support these campaigns are the main sponsors for social marketing campaigns. Now, we talk about the four piece of rational marketing. Now we are coming to discuss the eighth piece. Okay, there's a good reason why social marketing doesn't have four, but rather eight. So the first one is the product. So the product can be tangible or intangible. Okay, so remember the HIV/AIDS one. It was both tangible and intangible because if you remember those days, Ghana Social Marketing Foundation and PPAG, they had these white unbranded condoms. So those days, if you are somebody who loves to freak, you love to go out a lot, and you see those condoms, there's no branding, it's just white. People say that it's very hard, but it was the cheapest. Okay, and so much as we were running the campaign and educating people on the dangers of HIV/AIDS and why people should be wearing condoms and not to have unprotected sex, they were also selling those condoms. Okay, even though the campaign will tend to benefit other condom brands around. So those days, I think was your Aganzi, was your Panther condom. I think Panther condom was also for GSMF, but they have another condom that was way cheaper that people tend to buy. So product wise, social marketing campaigns also behave like that. There's a product that the campaign is selling. Okay, and like I mentioned, the Ghana Social Marketing Foundation one, there is the campaign that is telling you that don't have unprotected sex, but if you want to do it, use a condom, and then we have these condoms around. Now, the second one is P, is the price. Okay, so social marketing campaign products are not sold at commercial value. So when UNICEF ran the Sleep in a Mosquito Net campaign, okay, so at a point in time there was heavy mosquito and people were having malaria, especially around eastern region. So if you take Nkrakan, Huhunya, okay, Agogo, Otopolu, Bisa, that is getting close to Upper Manya, those areas. People were having a lot of issues with malaria. And so UNICEF ran a campaign over there where they practically give the mosquito nets away. Okay, so if the thing was less like 10 cedis, they gave it to people at maybe 2 cedis. Okay, that is how social marketing campaigns and products are sold. You don't sell them at prices that will deter people because whatever you want to do with the campaign is that you are trying to let people know that don't try and sleep in the mosquito net so that you don't get malaria. Okay, because around that time, I think Ghana was spending a lot of money importing the drugs, malaria drugs in Ghana, and so they need to find a way to cut the importation of the Coartems and all those medications. And so the easy way out is to get people to sleep in a mosquito net. So whilst a Coca-Cola or an MTN would like to sell a product to make 100% profit, and the social marketing products are not sold to make profit. They sell them to help enhance user behaviors and also societal good. Okay, so there's no profit